Good morning, football fans. Good morning, XFL fans. Welcome back to the XFL Fan Zone. And let's get right to it. We had two games yesterday and Saturday. First game, the Seattle Dragons and the Houston Roughnecks at TD-ECU Stadium. Great job by the Roughneck fans. I think the announced crowd was 19,500 plus. Good job. Your attendance keeps getting bigger and bigger each game. Hopefully, next home game you draw over 20,000. You guys did a good job yesterday. What a game you guys had yesterday. B.J. Daniels being that lineup for Seattle made a difference. He was fun to watch. Did he put up the numbers like P.J. Walker did? No, but him being a dual threat put a lot of life in that Seattle offense. You had a good game. I thought you had the quarterback matchup of the weekend yesterday with those two guys going at it. I was hoping B.J. Daniels would do what he did. He would give you the excitement we deserve as football fans, and he did. He delivered. Seattle gets off to a quick start, goes up 14-0, had another lead. Houston, being the good team they are, despite the slow start and P.J. Walker's two deceptions, one was a pick six. Good teams do. They find a way to win, and they find to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. P.J. Walker set a record yesterday, I think, for 351 yards passing. Cam Phillips had another 100-yard day receiving. The Houston defense did a lot of bending, but they never broke. They kept their team in it until the offense could get going again. Houston is now 5-0, only undefeated team left. Sole possession of first place. A 3-game lead with 5 to play. It's safe to say they're going to be in the playoffs, probably as the Western Division winner, and they will probably have home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs. Now, this game was not without controversy yesterday. Fortunately, this game, which was a very good game and very well officiated until the last play. Bad job on P.J. Walker for not knowing how much time is left on the clock, for not listening to Coach Jim Jones to heave it up into the other team's sideline and to end the game. But he got away with it. Even worse job by the Seattle Dragons. Only 3 players on that whole bench noticed there was still time left. And for whatever reason, Seattle did not fight it. Jim Zorn, as much as I like him, he still looked like more and more like Joe Biden to me. He does not seem to know what's going on. I was furious at him for not fighting. I was furious for them missing it. And the referees running off the field, not realizing what's going on. And then the very lame excuse the head of officiating for that game gave yesterday, and deservedly so. He was reassigned and demoted. XFL, to their credit, came out with a statement right away saying, "We screwed up. We're sorry for this. This is not what we promised you. We're going to take action. We're going to do better." You have never seen something like this from the NFL. This is why I love this league. But regardless, good teams find their way to win. Houston's 5-0. They're coming to New York this Saturday to play against my Guardians at MetLife. I will be there for that game. I hope to give the people on both the Guardians pages and the Roughneck pages some live video feeds and a lot of picks also. Hopefully, I'll have VIP access for that game. The Guardians have also asked me to come early to give me my thoughts on what the league is like. So I'll be meeting with a Guardians representative this week. So that should be interesting to see how things are going and what they want to know. So now, as far as the second game goes yesterday, the Renegades and the Guardians. The Guardians have been awful on the road. The Renegades are the only team not to win a game at home. So something had to give, and what gave was the Guardians win their first road game of the year. They win 30-12 or 30-16. Guardians go to 3-2. Renegades go to 2-3. Despite that, the Renegades are still in second place in the West Division. The Guardians are now in second place in their division, depending what happens today with D.C. and St. Louis. Same thing with Dallas with Tampa Bay and L.A. If L.A. wins, they would be tied for second. Dallas would still hold the tiebreaker. If D.C. loses, New York would have sole possession second place. And if D.C. wins, there's a 3-way tie for first place with the Guardians not owning either tiebreaker because they've lost both the D.C. and St. Louis on the road. They still play them one more time at home at MetLife Stadium. So it should get more and more interesting. Like I said, there's a lot of parity in this league. That's the way it should be. Do not count your team out and don't overestimate your team. Just when you think things are going good, you get hit. And just think when things are going bad, boom, you get a big win. So good job by Luis Perez yesterday in the offensive line. The offensive line, again, for the Guardians proved to be the big difference yesterday. They opened up holes for the running game. They had 143 yards in rushing, made things easier for Luis Perez to do his play action fakes. He was 16 of 30 for just over 200 yards on offense. Not great stats, but he's managing the game well. He's the leadership the Guardians are so desperately needed, and they are playing hard for him, unlike Matt McGloin. If the Guardians are smart, Luis Perez should be in the starting lineup this week. They're playing hard for him. He's the hot hand. We've won 2 in a row against 2 teams that we were favored to lose against. So keep Luis Perez in there. The defense was awesome yesterday. Toby Johnson, big Toby Johnson, good. A nice interception yesterday. Rex Mueller also had a pick 6. Defense looked good. My only gripe yesterday with the Guardians is their special teams. We almost had a punt blocked again, very close on that same punt. Dallas fumbled the ball. We got the ball back, which led to more points. And we also got another kickoff return. So we still have to tighten up our special teams. As for the Renegades, they are a different team when Landry Jones is not in the lineup. Now, granted, I know Landry Jones has thrown a lot of exceptions, but when he's in there, that team moves the ball so much better when he's at quarterback. Then against Philip Nelson, I like what I saw last year out of him when he was playing for the San Diego Fleet. He is a play not to lose quarterback. He does enough to say, okay, he's doing okay, but he's not going to do anything for you either. That's my impression of him. Hopefully he can prove me wrong this week. I want to see Philip Nelson do well. I think Dallas needs to win this game this week coming up. I'm not sure who they're playing now offhand. I know the Guardians are home against the Roughnecks. Regardless, maybe they dust off Eric Dungy, the Syracuse quarterback, and they give him the start over Philip Nelson. I've not been impressed with the 2 Philip Nelson starts. How well does Eric Dungy know the Bob Stoops offense? We don't know. But that Dallas defense was also got very tired yesterday. They suffered the same thing that the Guardians were suffering weeks 2 and 3. Offense going 3 and out, a lot of penalties. Defense spent too much time out on the field. Of course, the turnovers led to Guardians points. Very hard to win football games like that in any league. So there's your Saturday recap for this week. Let me know what you think, folks. We'll talk to you tomorrow about the 2 Sunday games. 2 Sunday games today. We have another good quarterback matchup possibly between Jordan Ta'amu and Cardale Jones. I want to see Cardale Jones do well today. I want to see the defenders do well today. I want to see a competitive game. They've been great at Audi Field. Hopefully that crowd has something to cheer about. In the late game, we have the battle of the 1 and 3s between Tampa and LA. Tampa on the road, going to the coast against LA. I picked the 2 winners yesterday. I thought the Guardians would get their first road victory. I thought Houston would be the only home team to win this weekend. So I'm going with St. Louis today. To reiterate, I'm going to take Tampa on the road. I know the coastal teams have not done well going from coast to coast, but I'm taking Tampa. I like what I've seen. I like the way Jamie Elizondo is solved the red zone issues for that Tampa offense. Hopefully, again, more than anything else, I want 2 very competitive games. Folks, enjoy the football action today. We hope you enjoyed it yesterday. Catch us on this channel, like and subscribe. I'm also on a bunch of Facebook pages. On Duty New York Guardians. I'm also on New York Guardians XFL, the Houston Roughnecks page, the LA Wildcats page, a Football World 100% XFL. Check us out everywhere. We'll talk to you later.